Distinguished guests, dear colleagues and friends, welcome to the 10th European Conference on Tropical Medicine and International Health, and welcome to the city of Antwerp, home to our beloved Institute of Tropical Medicine. When we announced this meeting at the ECTMIH conference in Basel 2 years ago, with this slide, and you may remember it, we discussed it a lot in Basel among us, we promised a great venue in a great city, but we've also promised a highbrow strategic program focusing on what we then said the evolutions and revolutions in global health. As to the venue, I hope you are already satisfied. This Elizabeth Center belongs to the Antwerp Zoo and is also home to the Antwerp Philharmonic Orchestra. As a member of the Zoo's Board of Governors, I have been privileged to oversee the reconstruction of an outlived building into this magnificent conference center, including this music hall, which will host the plenary session and which, as you have heard, has really outstanding acoustic qualities. The poster exhibition and part of the oral sessions will be held in the historic rooms to that side, I believe, which are adorned with whale skeletons and what have you. Free lunches will be provided, and coffee, tea, and refreshments are available throughout the day, so you can have corridor talks anytime without leaving the conference and our company. You may extend these talks in the adjacent animal garden, one of the most charming city zoos in the world. So you have continuous access and can have your further discussions and collaboration building between tropical animals. Do not miss the enigmatic okapis, of which we hold the worldwide stud book. And we can really enjoy also the Indian summer, which must be a bonus gift from heaven. In spite of the intensive and exciting program, do not leave Antwerp without sampling its many cultural and culinary delights. There is so much to see and so much to enjoy that we did not want to make a choice for you. The City Council has kindly arranged a permanent booth in the hall and will be pleased to satisfy your individual interest and taste. The second program is repeated above this slide, was quite a directive program focusing on evolutions and revolutions in global health. This was hubris, and it was rapidly debunked by the bottom-up input from the scientists. I can say that this event has really become your conference with the best and the latest, from malaria to Buruli ulcer, from anthropology to bioinformatics, from local management to global health cooperation. We have about 1,500 registered participants. The scientific committee streamlined more than 1,300 contributions in 100 sessions over 8 coherent tracks, about which you will hear more in a few minutes from Anne Buvet. And of course, use the ECTMIH app, which I hope you have all downloaded by now. It includes also the special issue of Tropical Medicine and International Health, in which all abstracts have been formally published and which was ready just in time for this conference. In Basel, we also envisaged addressing existential questions on the role of European tropical medicine and international health in the 21st century. The answer came blowing in the wind, however. A new generation of scientists, unencumbered by the historic North-South relations, already works together for a common global future. Therefore, we have included these, what we call emerging voices, as a highlight in this opening session, and you will hear about them soon. I cannot take leave without reminding 2 other historical meetings organized by the Antwerp Institute of Tropical Medicine over the past 20 years. and on which our values are still based today. In 2001, on the eve of the establishment of the Global Fund, we organized together with 15 ministries of health in Africa the Healthcare for All conference, which issues the declaration which actually preluded the universal health coverage movement by 15 years. We still believe that the universal right to comprehensive quality healthcare should be the fundament of national and international health policies, rather than global health initiatives, let alone global health security. In 2007, we launched what we call the Switching the Poles program and the movement, which aimed explicitly at the reversal of the North-South relationships, which used to be and still are often rather paternalistic, and which are very resilient up to now, all too often under the disguise of global health rhetoric. Experts, institutes, and authorities in the South must take full ownership and the responsibility of their health systems and their health research. We in the North should realize that our partnerships are otherwise false and counterproductive. I am therefore most pleased that we have been able to invest in the participation of many scientists from the South that are here among us this week. They make up no less than 30% of the audience. A very special welcome to you all, and may you be loud and clear in raising the voice of your communities. In 2016, the ITM itself revised its mission under the motto Excellence and Relevance, and we saw it as two sides of one coin. We strongly believe in the European future of tropical medicine and international health. While development aid must by definition be finite, science is universal and timeless. As our partners in the South take full ownership of the health research in their countries in an era beyond aid, the added value of the European contribution will existentially depend on its quality and relevance. In other words, world-class science for worldwide development, the motto of this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, I humbly admit that my role in the organization of this conference has mostly been limited to denying fee waivers to whoever asked for it and to choosing the music of tonight. In that choice, I followed a recommendation of the Scientific Advisory Committee of the ITM, namely that we should blow our horn more proudly. A great number of people and organizations have been much more instrumental in establishing an exciting program and getting us all here tonight. So I am most grateful to the governments of Belgium and Flanders for their generous support, in particular to participants from the South, to all other sponsors of this meeting, to the Board of Governors of ITM for their support and trust, and not least by underwriting the considerable financial risks, to the scientific committee and all the organizing teams for the truly superb work, and to you all, participants and contributors, for being with us this week. Normally, you should now have several speeches by governments and authorities. We are doing it a bit differently, as you know, or as you should know. The governance of the province that has been announced has also the chair of the Board of Governors of the ITM, and in the ITM, all authorities and stakeholders of ITM are represented. So Mrs. Cathy Berx, who is in China for the moment and could unfortunately not be with us, will address you not only in name of the Board of Governors, but also of the different authorities, and I can tell you there are many in Belgium. And for now, que la fête commence. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very pleasant and productive stay in Antwerp.
Dear ECTMIH participants, many greetings from the Institute of Tropical Medicine. I regret not being physically among you today, but I had to travel to Shaanxi, the sister province of Antwerp in China. This 40 years relationship between Shaanxi and Antwerp is originally based on medical cooperation. First of all, I wish you a warm welcome to the city and province of Antwerp, of which I am the proud governor. As chair of the board of the Institute of Tropical Medicine, I welcome you also on behalf of the Flemish and Belgian authorities, universities and other stakeholders that are represented in the board. Just a few weeks ago, the Belgian media highlighted the work of the Institute in the monitoring of the tiger mosquito in Belgium, where this vector of tropical diseases as dengue and chikungunya is starting to make its appearance. Also, HIV, Ebola, antibiotic resistance and migration have taught us that tropical medicine has become directly relevant to our affluent Western societies too. Nevertheless, we do realize that by far the greatest challenge in our world remains the health inequalities with and within the low and middle income countries. We believe, moreover, that the experts and policy makers of these countries must take full ownership of health interventions. Therefore, the Antwerp Institute has, with support of Belgian and Flemish authorities, invested heavily in scientific capacity strengthening in Africa, Asia, and Latin America. It's very rewarding to see the results of these efforts reflected in the attendance from the South in this conference. In addition, we are convinced that the populations most in need deserve no less than the best science and strongest evidence to tackle the many health challenges they are facing. We have therefore strategically redefined the future of ITM in the quality of its science, besides the real-life impact of its research and teaching activities. Excellence and relevance have become the guiding motto of the Institute for years to come. The board has been very pleased to accept the excitement and also financial risks of organizing this festive edition of the European Congress on Tropical Medicine and International Health. The completion of the Elizabeth Center came just in time to offer a splendid venue amidst the many delights of Antwerp. We look very much forward to the proceedings and even more the future collaborations with all of you to advance the sciences and improve worldwide health, well-being and peace. I wish you all a fruitful conference and hope you will grab the opportunity to visit the city of Antwerp. You're always most welcome here in Antwerp.